Hey guys, welcome back. Now we're going to do a part 2 video of the top 10 affordable errors. Well, now we're going to talk about some modern cards. And there's definitely some junk wax in there. We're not going to talk about those Alex Madrid errors, missing dot after INC nonsense. We're not doing those, okay? But we're going to talk about some real funny ones, some cool ones, and inexpensive. Under 10 bucks, most of them probably a buck or two. We're going to be saying it's a top 10 video, but it's definitely going to be several more. I couldn't keep it under 10. So we're going to call them honorable mentions. But I hope you guys like the video, and thanks for tuning in. Let's get started.
Starting off with card number 108 from the 87 Topps set, Jim Gantner. This is from the wood border Topps set. Very much junk wax, and this is an uncorrected error, and it's worth hardly anything, some pocket change. This one is a reverse negative where it has the logo on his hat opposite of the logo at the top left of the card. So you can, just by looking at it, you can quickly see that it's a reverse negative. So pretty cool one. They never corrected it. Next one is card number 18 from the 88 Topps set. This is Leiter, young future star rookie. The problem here is the wrong person's pictured there. It's not Leiter, it's a Steve George. This is kind of one of the more popular errors that you may have seen. But despite that, it's worth 50 cents. They've come back and corrected it, and it's also worth about 50 cents. So hardly anything. You can pick them up all day long on eBay. Card number 778 from the same 88 Topps set is Keith Comstock. Well, this one, they have white letters behind him that say Padres on the card when it should be blue letters. Well, the blue letters is the corrected one, and it's really easy to find. The white letters is pretty hard, but even then, it's worth like $2. Like, you can pick these up really easily on eBay. So they came back and corrected that one. Next one is $5.95 from the 89 Score set.
I like this Paul Gibson card. I definitely had to make the list, okay? So in the background, his teammate's grabbing his crotch and adjusting himself. And I just think that's just as part of baseball, right? But Score was not okay with that. You know, kids are buying these packs. They can't have someone grabbing their crotch. They put a white block over it, and it worked. It blocked it. It made it look like the guy wasn't adjusting himself. The error and the corrected one are both really easy to find and really inexpensive, like under a buck a piece.
So moving on here, the 1990 Donruss. We got a few cards from the set. This is card number 33, Juan Gonzalez rookie card. This is a reverse negative again, and you can see the numbers on his chest just don't really make much sense there. They are backwards there. This was a hot card when it was first discovered, but as a ton more were found, it drove the value down big time. So I think the book value is about $4, but you can pick them up for a buck or two on eBay all day long. Next one is Harold Baines All-Star. This is card number 660. Has a line going through that yellow star on the front. This one I like, and this is also a real hot one at the time. And this one's pretty hard to find. I've never been able to pull these out of packs before, but once again, being a junk wax card that was way overproduced, you can find them all day long on eBay for just a couple bucks. Brian Downing, Diamond King number 10. This is also a reverse negative. It's kind of cool on the right because it has the actual drawing that was reversed, not just an actual photograph. But if you look at it, it's the opposite of what it should be. They came back and corrected that, worth a couple bucks at the most as well. Card number 624 of the 90 Fleer set, Cal Ripken Jr. They misspelt his last name, and it always cracks me up. I mean, he's obviously a very popular, famous baseball player, and they could not spell it right. So that's Ripkin with 2 I's in it. They did come back and correct that, and it's worth a couple bucks as well. Fast forward a few years from 1995 Topps Carlos Beltran, number 18T.
95 traded set by Topps had a young, probably future Hall of Famer, Carlos Beltran on it. Well, they made a pretty big mistake there. So they got this young, good-looking guy on there. But maybe not a lot of people knew who he was. So they got the wrong guy on there. And this is LeBron's picture, not Carlos Beltran. And they did not correct that. They did not know that they found that. It has a book value of about $10, but I picked it up for, I don't know, probably around $5. But the funny thing about this is that LeBron's card in the same set has Carlos Beltran's picture on it. So they got the two pictures swapped, and that one goes for even less, and they never corrected it.
And from the 2012 Topps set, this is the Mickey Mantle Throwback card here, and this was an error. Now on the back, it mentions his games, at-bats, runs, hits, triples, and triples. Well, they have two things for triples when it should have doubles and triples. They just got the 3B on the back twice. So it's an obvious mistake if you look at it. They did come back and correct that. I gotta say though, if you have the corrected one, it was really hard to find. The error seems way more easy to find, but they're both only coming in at a couple bucks each. Card number 367 from the 2019 Topps set, Shohei Hotani. This one's kind of a funny one. I did put this in another video a while back. This is an uncorrected error. On the back, it says, in August 25th of 2108, Astros versus Angels, talking about a game in the year 2108. They did not correct that error, and it's only worth a couple bucks. Now, card number 72, 2019 Stadium Club Shane Bieber. You guys may have seen this one before. So, on the front, shows Shane Bieber. On the back, in his bio, it mentions him as his first name being Justin, as in Justin Bieber. Well, that was obviously a mistake. Or, you know, some people say it wasn't a mistake at all. It was actually done on purpose to kind of, you know, draw some buzz. And that's kind of a controversial topic. The Topps make errors on purpose, and I believe they do. This would be a good example of one they probably did make on purpose. Number 70 YT-4 of the 2021 Topps. This was an insert card, Casey Mize. Well, on the front, it has him has a big smile on his face, rookie card badge. On the bottom, it says Topps Certified Autograph. Well, that can be a little misleading because there is a facsimile autograph on there, but it's not a real autograph. None of these were actually autographed, and they all had Certified Auto on the front there. So that was a mistake, obviously. It's not an autograph. And I feel bad for people that got excited thinking that was an autograph when they pulled it out. They did not correct that one, and it's worth like $4. And we're going to round it out here with card number 103 from the brand new 2022 Topps set.
So my boy Mikey Ostremski is my PC right now. I pick up his cards whenever I can. This is on the 2022 Topps. Brand new Series 1 set just came out. Still coming into stores. And at the time of this video was made, there's an error that hasn't yet been corrected, and that's his name. It's misspelt. You may have heard of this one. He's got a good Polish name ending with ski, but they misspelt it. It ends with KSI on the card. Also an error on the back of the card as well. All his variations and other cards in the set are also misspelt. Again, at the time this video was made, they may come back and change that. I don't know. So it's kind of funny. I heard a couple jokes online. They misspelt the easiest part, the last syllable of his name. Also, you know, some guy said, you know, it's a last name that's been on cards for like 70 years. And they just now misspelt it. So poor Topps. I don't know if they'll come back and correct it or not. That's the end of the list. Do you agree with the list? Is there anything else you would add or take off? Did I miss anything good? Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my buddy Darren at granttalksmlb.com. He's got a cool website over there. I'll leave a link down below. And he's got a lot of cool interviews, sports related, obviously, mainly baseball, but other stuff too. He just hired Billy Martin Jr. And that's really cool. He's got a lot of cool interviews with him. Don't forget to check him out. Guys, I hope you're liking and subscribing. We are almost to the 1,000 subscriber mark. If you're not subscribed, I would love to have you. We got more cool, fun stuff on the way. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.